just thinking about this whole thing is, you said, Bradley, that white people are upset about Black History Month, but you know, as a black person, I'm upset about Black History Month because it's dumb. Like, Black History Month is not dumb.
I literally,
the idea,
our listeners are like,
the idea of giving
expand
us,
on that, yeah.
the idea of giving us a month is dumb.
Yeah.
yes.
The idea that Black history is a separate history is dumb. Like, what's
Yeah.
Black history?
Because it
It's
is technically
history.
American history.
It's a
You're
part
right.
of history.
Yeah.
And the fact that you have to separate it
Mm-hmm.
only sounds worse in my mind, because
Yeah.
you're kind of trying to pretend like it's a part of history that never happened. Like, you don't want to admit the things that happen
Yeah.
in Black history, so they're different. You
Yeah.
know, they're set apart. And you know, I'm upset about that because it's history. You should learn it. And the fact that as a black kid growing up, you know, in the olden days when I did, that like literally this is something that was only taught in February in schools,
Yeah.
which makes no sense. That as a black kid, you're only taught about black people during Black History Month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As if everything that's ever happened in Black history was done in February.
Yeah.
Which, if that were the case, we'd be amazing because we had less days.
Mm-hmm.
But it just makes no sense to
Yeah,
me.
and also that is interesting that you bring that up, because I think about like the education system, and they say like, okay, well, textbooks need to have more representation, so they always pick out like Sally Ride, the first African American astronaut. You know, it's like, or like things like that, like little names, like you know, like
Martin
but
Luther King.
exactly,
Rosa
exactly, yeah,
Parks. Yeah,
exactly, yeah.
Just little names.
Just little names, but just little names. But that's not my problem. Is what they did. My problem isn't what they did. Like, that's awesome.
Right.
But it says you're only historically significant if you provided value to our world. You know, you only are cool because you invented peanut butter or you invented the cotton gin.
He
It's
is
like,
cool for that.
He is cool for that. I like peanut butter. But that's the thing, is like, people are people. They are valued because they
Right.
live. They're not valuable. Like, they only like, or also I think that this unfortunately is revealed in like the music industry and entertainment. It's like, oh, well, I like this black director because, not because he's a director, not because he's a person. It's because he makes good movies. It's like, oh, you provided your value. You prove that you have value. You entertain us. Come into the circle. You know, it's like, it shouldn't be that way. And it shouldn't be separate, like you said. It should be cohesive.
I think
know?
you guys are definitely checking something so important in our society, is that people are performance activists. They only do things to perform for others, to show, oh, I'm woke. You bring up a really great point, both of you do, about education and the way that we educate children about important black figures in history. That we do condense this history into a month, and teachers think they're doing something when they're like, you know, I gave you Black History Month during I gave you Black History during Black History Month.
Yeah.
What more do you want from me? And it's like, Black history is American history. I need to be learning about this all year long. I need to know how black people, and not just black people, but other minorities, how did they play a part in the building up of the society that we live in today?
Yeah.
What were their roles that they played? That should be taught year round. Don't put up a picture of Martin Luther King on February 1st just to take it down February 28th and say that you did something.